Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into something a little different, something that touches every single one of us. We're talking about the 7 common mistakes that almost everyone makes, but that we can and should learn to avoid. These aren't just little slip-ups. They're patterns of thinking and behavior that can hold us back from living a happier, more fulfilling life. The good news? Recognizing them is the first and most powerful step toward change. So, grab a notepad, get comfortable, and let's get started on this journey of self-improvement together. The very first mistake, and it's a big one, is constantly comparing yourself to others. In the age of social media, this is a trap that's easier to fall into than ever before. We scroll through perfectly curated feeds of someone's highlight reel, their amazing vacation, their new job, their picture-perfect family, and we immediately start measuring our own lives against it. But here's the truth. You're comparing your behind-the-scenes footage to their highlight reel. It's an unfair and unwinnable game. Everyone's journey is unique, with its own set of challenges, timelines, and triumphs. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Focus on your own growth, your own progress, and celebrate your own small wins. When you catch yourself in the comparison trap, take a step back. Remind yourself of your own strengths and accomplishments. Practice gratitude for what you have right now. Your path is your own, and it's beautiful just as it is. Mistake number 2 is fearing failure. So many of us are terrified of falling short, of not getting it right, of looking foolish. This fear can be so paralyzing that we end up not even trying. We stay in our comfort zones, never taking the risk that could lead to something incredible. But what if we reframed how we see failure? What if, instead of seeing it as an endpoint, we saw it as a data point? Every successful person you can think of has a long list of failures behind them. They didn't succeed in spite of their failures. They succeeded because of them. Failure is a teacher. It shows you what doesn't work. It builds resilience, and it forces you to innovate and try a new approach. So, give yourself permission to try and fail. Start that project. Learn that new skill. Have that difficult conversation. The real failure isn't falling down. It's being too afraid to even get in the race. This leads us right into mistake number 3, neglecting self-care. We live in a culture that often glorifies being busy. We wear our exhaustion like a badge of honor, thinking it means we're productive and important. But running on empty isn't sustainable. Neglecting your physical, mental, and emotional well-being is a recipe for burnout. Self-care isn't selfish. It's essential. It's not just about bubble baths and spa days, though those are great too. It's about the daily habits that replenish your energy. It's getting enough sleep. It's moving your body in a way that feels good. It's eating nourishing food. It's taking 5 minutes to meditate or simply sit in silence. It's setting boundaries and saying no when you're stretched too thin. You cannot pour from an empty cup. To be the best version of yourself for your work, your family, and your friends, you have to prioritize taking care of yourself first. Make self-care a non-negotiable part of your schedule, just like any other important appointment. Next up, mistake number 4, trying to please everyone. This one is a classic. We want to be liked, to be seen as helpful and agreeable. The problem is, when you're trying to make everyone happy, you often end up making yourself miserable. It's impossible to get universal approval because everyone has different opinions, needs, and expectations. Trying to meet all of them means you're constantly changing your own tune, suppressing your own needs, and living in a state of anxiety. Learning to set healthy boundaries and being okay with the fact that not everyone will like your decisions is incredibly liberating. It's about being authentic. Your opinions are valid. Your needs matter. It's okay to say no to a request that drains you. The people who truly matter will respect your boundaries. And by being true to yourself, you'll attract people who appreciate you for who you are, not for who you're pretending to be. Mistake number 5 is living in the past or the future. How much of your mental energy is spent replaying old conversations, regretting past decisions, or worrying about what might happen next week, next month, or next year? While it's good to learn from the past and plan for the future, many of us get stuck in these time zones, completely missing the only time that truly exists, the present moment. This is where life is actually happening. When you're constantly elsewhere in your mind, you miss the taste of your morning coffee, the sound of a loved one's laugh, the feeling of the sun on your skin. you miss life itself. Practicing mindfulness is the antidote. It's the simple act of bringing your attention, on purpose, to the present moment without judgment. Take a deep breath. Notice 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear. This simple exercise can pull you out of the spiral of past regrets or future anxieties and ground you in the now. Now for mistake number 6, and it's a subtle but powerful one: holding on to grudges. When someone hurts us, it's natural to feel anger and resentment, but holding on to that bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. It doesn't harm them, it harms you. It keeps you tethered to a negative event, allowing it to continue to have power over your emotional state. Forgiveness isn't about condoning what the other person did. It's not about saying it was okay. It's about releasing the hold that anger has on you. It's a gift you give to yourself. It's the act of cutting the cord and choosing to move forward with your life, free from the weight of that old pain. It can be a difficult process, and it doesn't happen overnight. But consciously choosing to let go, for your own peace of mind, is one of the most powerful acts of self-love you can perform. And finally, we arrive at mistake number 7, ignoring your intuition. We are constantly bombarded with information, opinions, and advice from the outside world. You should do this. You have to go there. This is the right way. Amid all that noise, it's easy to lose touch with our own inner voice, our gut feeling, our intuition. Your intuition is that quiet, deep down knowing that doesn't always have a logical explanation but feels right. It's your internal compass. How many times have you looked back on a situation and said, "I knew I should have listened to my gut"? Learning to trust that inner voice is a skill. It requires quieting the external noise and creating space to listen. This can be through journaling, meditation, or just spending time alone in nature. Your intuition is a powerful guide that is uniquely yours. Honoring it can lead you to decisions that are more aligned with your true self and your path. So there you have it, 7 common mistakes that can quietly sabotage our happiness. Comparing ourselves, fearing failure, neglecting self-care, trying to please everyone, not living in the present, holding grudges, and ignoring our intuition. Recognizing these patterns in our own lives is the first step. The next step is to choose, one small decision at a time, to do things differently. It's a continuous practice, not a one-time fix. Be patient and compassionate with yourself along the way. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this discussion gave you some valuable food for thought. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these mistakes resonates with you the most? Sharing our experiences helps us all feel less alone. And of course, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Until next time, take care and keep growing.